Hi, everyone. This message is especially for my light workers, ground crew, those who are patiently waiting for this world to ascend. You know that part of my role is to make certain that if I'm not sure about something, I have to tell you that I'm not sure. But when I am 100% certain that I have the truth, and that is only because I've received information in a sort of a downloadable format from the galactics, and I am 100% certain of the truth, then it is my role to pass it along to you. Now, you don't have to accept it, but what I'm about to tell you will be confirmed in time by, indisputable, credible sources, so much so that any member of the public, any reasonable member of the public at that time will accept it as common knowledge, because you will have the truth from any source that you consider to be credible. The reason why I am posting this right now is because I just received this information in the past few hours, and it was so shocking to me. Because what I did is, after I received the information, I looked up on YouTube to see if anyone had come. I just wanted to see who was posting, and what I saw were all videos 7 years ago, heavily mocking the people who knew the truth, and they were called, and still are, conspiracy theorists. So it's called the Chemtrail conspiracy theory. Well, let me tell you that these people who were called conspiracy theorists on this topic were absolutely 100% correct. Now, there is one caveat, and that is that the information that I received, even though I don't have the terminology to give to you, because the way that I receive this information is not really in words, and it's not a voice or anything. But here is how I would describe what the truth is. It's worse than chemicals. So they call it the white trails. That's what the galactics call it. Something like that. They don't use the word chemical. But let me just assure you of this. The conspiracy theorists, they didn't go far enough, put it that way. It's much worse than chemicals. So my understanding is that what this is, anytime you see these white streaks, okay, any cloud that doesn't, it's going to be white like a cloud, but a normal cloud is, poofy and round. These white trails, as the galactics are calling them, it's something along that line, white trails. This was part of, absolutely 100% was a secret program. And the purpose of it was absolutely to manipulate the human population and to control them. But the actual truth is much worse than what the conspiracy theorists were talking about, respiratory illnesses and other health problems. It goes farther than that. It's to literally tame, to keep you down and keep you confused, and to make sure that your brain isn't functioning properly, that you can't receive correct information. Anyway, look, you don't have to accept what I'm saying right now, but just, file it away somewhere. Because what I can tell you is that the essence of what I'm telling you right now, you will have in time, and I don't think it will be that long away, it will be confirmed by every single major source. Left ear ringing. There's one other thing that they were saying. So many people are asking me when, and I don't have that information, so I can't tell you. I'm dying for change as well. I mean, I'm really, worn out, just, but anyway, we have to remain hopeful. But I can assure you, the problem is the mainstream media are either deliberately not reporting the progress that is going on behind the scenes by the light forces and the galactics and many human beings, original material, that are in positions of power, who are doing good work. We're not hearing about the changes that they are. It's not being reported, but there is a massive dismantling of the cabal going on, I assure you. And you will hear about it in time. Now, one of the things that I can pass along to you is that when you stop seeing, so everyone's asking me when is there going to be, when is the takeover, when are we going to be in a situation where basic needs like shelter and food are not considered a privilege. Basic needs like shelter and food will not be considered a privilege. In other words, nobody has to, come up with money to pay for rent. Shelter is a necessity of life. Anyway, it makes me so angry when I think about what's going on right now. However, so in terms of timing, how will you know that we are right on the verge of the absolute total New World ascension? When you stop seeing the white trails, that's what they said. Okay, when you stop seeing the white trails, this program right now is in the process of being dismantled by the galactics right now. So, but when you stop seeing the left ears ringing, you stop seeing these white trails, you can be assured that the very next thing that will happen will be I'm actually not sure. I don't want to say anything that I'm not certain of, but one will follow the other. Boom, boom, boom. And you'll get to a point where we are in our 5D ascension. I know that everything looks, visually right now from what you're seeing in the mainstream media. You really just have to know that you guys are making progress, and they want you to know they thank you for all the light, every single one of you. And I know you might be wondering, well, I haven't been doing anything. Yes, you have. Just by being sensitive to things and being patient and sticking around and getting through the suffering and knowing and having hope that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And you will meet the galactics. There will be an actual meeting. There is going to be tears of joy. It's going to be very incredible. Now, so I'll leave that with you. And just know that I'm very, very, very vigilant to make sure that if I tell you something and I tell you that it's true, you can rely on it. If I am not certain, I have to tell you that I'm not certain. Okay? Now, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening, guys.